Hey guys, thank you so much for joining into this video. Just in case you're new here, my name is Karina and this channel here is all about Canada, like immigrating to Canada, living in Canada, doing things in Canada, all things about Canada. And this video is going to be about top things I like about Canada and, well, you can also say top reasons why to move to Canada basically, right? But because I cannot show you the beauty of Canada within my own apartment, we will head out to the park and start heading there. Okay, so we arrived at the Mission Creek Recreational Park. Bike is all good parked here, and now we're just going to start walking one of the many pathways they have here. And just a little disclaimer up front, this order now has no specific reason why I mentioned what first. Honestly, it's at the end up to you what you decide what's most important for you, right? One big thing, and for me my number one, is the nature. Like, you're still in the middle of the city, but you have so many possibilities just to go out, go biking, go hiking, go kayaking. It of course depends on like what time of the year it is and what the weather is about and what city you're living in. However, it is pretty standard almost for every Canadian city to have somewhat recreational parks or fields or areas. So you really can go out there and do whatever you want. And yeah, like just with all the lakes and mountains and hiking trails, like, you have so many possibilities, honestly. And that leads me actually to point number two, the weather. I don't know any other country in the world that varies in temperature so much. Like everywhere from -40 to +40 degrees Celsius, you can have everything all year around. Like right now in Kelowna, we have usually in about summertime, somewhere between 30 and 35 degrees, but barely any humidity. But in winter we have, not the best, but pretty good. I mean, like we're basically in the same area than Whistler is, but ski areas. And I'm very excited about testing all of them for myself. So yeah, you get everything all year around, and it's not just specific cities in the country, no, like it seems to be everywhere in Canada that you have a fantastic summer and a fantastic winter. And talking about winter, I have two on the list. Point number three, it's hockey. The Canadians love their hockey, and honestly, I don't blame them. But it's like everything around hockey, right? Like the games, the connections between the teams, and just enjoying everything together. It's pretty cool to see so many people love one thing which they have in common. And talking about love, for me, I'm a big foodie, so point number four for sure is the food. Not only do we have like our national food poutine, which I never heard before I moved here, however, it is fantastic. It's basically fries with cheese curds and gravy, like everything good together in one meal. But in general, just because we have so many cultures living here, you have all the good food from every nationality, which is pretty cool actually. So you don't have to settle on just Chinese food or Indian food or European food. No, you can get everything everywhere in every city. Which basically is then also the next point, the multiculturalism. Like you meet so many people, they are coming from everywhere, and they all just live together in peace, which is pretty phenomenal. You have so many different histories and stories, and it never gets boring, and like every person you meet next has a different background, which makes it super interesting. And that, for me, I think gets over to point number 6. People are so friendly here. And I think it's just because so many different cultures come together and live together in peace, it just for sure helps just to be nice to each other, right? And I'm pretty much sure all of you already heard all the cliches about Canadian, right? Being so nice, saying always A at the end of a sentence, A. But honestly, they're always pretty chill about these cliches too. Like they make fun of it as well. Like some of them are true, like I mean hockey, for sure true. That we're saying A at each, like at the end of each sentence. Sometimes, eh? But overall, the people are just nice to work with. Of course, I have to say in like bigger cities like Vancouver and Toronto, you get the tense people as well, right? And then point number 7 for me, at the same time, Canada is not overpopulated yet. Like we have, I think 38 million people right now, but to be honest, 31 people out of all of those are living in Ontario, Quebec and British Columbia. So, but still in relation, when you think about it, there are 328 million people living in the US, and Canada's square footage is still way bigger than the US. And then when we're already talking about the US, another point that is pretty awesome here in Canada is the education. It is still cheaper than in most areas around the world and most countries around the world. However, the education system here is one of the best. And like most degrees are recognized without any issues around the world. Which leads me basically to the great work-life balance. Like you have to work a lot and you can work a lot, but at the same time you just can get out there after work and do what I am doing right now, basically just enjoying life, enjoying the sun or the snow depending on what season it is. And then the last point number 10, is the healthcare system here. It's mainly for free, however, mainly you of course pay taxes for it, right? But you don't have to worry if you are going bankrupt or if you can't afford to stay alive in the hospital or not. However, with the free healthcare system, just the wait times are a little bit longer. So if you're trying to see a specialist or you need a surgery that is not life-threatening, you might wait a while. Okay, that's it. That's all 10 top reasons for me right now why I like Canada, why I moved to Canada. There are for sure way more. And just let me know, you guys, which are actually your top reasons to live in Canada or to be in Canada in the comments down below. And if you didn't yet, hit the subscribe button and the like at the bell icon right next to it, and also the like button, and I will make sure that I get more videos like that to you. Until then, see you in the next video. Cheers!